Hello everyone, welcome back to another tier list. This is going to be a tier list for Hotel Season 2. And yeah, let's get into it. So we're going to start with Camilla Carmine. I actually thought she was all right this season. She did a little bit more, obviously, because she had a really big role. She was all right. I liked her, so I'm probably going to put her at B. So she's all right. She wasn't great, but yet again, she's not like a character that I personally engage with. So also, if I've missed any characters, please let me know. I tried to find or just remember who exactly was in this season because they introduced a lot of new characters and then they also brought back a lot of the old ones too. But yeah, so we're going to talk about the Speaker of God. Yeah, I mean, her purpose was fine. She seems kind of cool. And to be honest with you, this character makes complete sense to me because and I like the idea that they haven't actually shown God yet. I'm a little bit sour that they showed the God of Hell, I'll say, in Hellerbos. I kind of like the idea that people keep talking about these people, but we never actually get to see them. And because I mean, that's like very much the same as in real life too. Like everyone talks about God and stuff, but no one actually ever sees them. So I think like the show did a really good job in that thing, but now we've actually seen that the God of Hell exists. So obviously there is going to be a God in heaven now as well. What I think kind of gets rid of the mystery a little bit, but hey, that's just like a creative choice. Doesn't actually affect the show at all. I just think it was cool if it was secretive more, but it's all good. But yeah, she plays her part well. I mean, she was fine. Of like the kind of like the overarching like angel, and I think the Speaker of God kind of reminds me of like probably like one of his original angels, like not like an archangel, but like one of his maybe like first creations of an angel. So yeah, no, she was fine. She was kind of cool. Like, I mean, she had a lot of sway, so I'm gonna put her at A because yeah, that was good. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, she didn't have a big part, so whatever. Now, Charlie. Charlie is hard for me because I really, really want to like Charlie. Her biggest problem is that she just doesn't get out of her own way. She's like this is probably why I like Adam so much in the first season because he just tells her straight to her face what her problem is. That these are these are people in hell. Like these people were so bad in their mortal lives that they weren't even allowed to go to the afterlife. They have to go down to hell, and she just doesn't seem to like understand that. And it's like, and what I don't also understand as well is there's a lot of loopholes because Lucifer was punished and sent to hell. And when she goes, "Oh, these are my people," yeah, that is true. These are all her people, but she wasn't there because she got, she earned her position there. Her father was so punished to the point where God says, "No, you have to go down to hell," and then she was like hellborn. So it's like there's no like her entitlement. Like she has every title at her name, and she does nothing with it. That's also another thing that and now that the secret's out that Lucifer can't smite anyone, I think that will follow down to her. So realistically, why would anyone ever want to fear her or follow her? Because she can't even protect them from themselves. So it's like I don't know. She's just not a very good thing for me, and I'm gonna put her in S tier. She just doesn't get out of her own way. She needs to really like wake up and realize that in order for people to get into heaven, it's about them working it out themselves, not her telling them what to do. And I think the first season did that really well with the snake dude, Serpentius. Well, we'll talk about him in a sec, but she just doesn't understand it, and I don't really vibe with her for it. She's just creating a lot of enemies and a lot of problems for everyone, and she doesn't even realize like what the actual, what the problem is. Let's move on to Husk because she got me heated. But yeah, Husk was fine. I mean, he's pretty average. I mean, he's just like your gambler who lost everything and now he's on a string. So yeah, he's fine. I like him. I mean, he had some good songs as well. So Petrus, we're going to be talking about his angel form because he is an angel in the second season. Yeah, I mean, he's okay. I mean, yeah, he's cool. He doesn't do a lot, but he's there. Uh, this one here, Sarah, I think her name is. Archangel, same scenario. She's got all these titles to her name, right? And she's great. You know, she's great. She does everything an angel should do. She doesn't do anything. You know, she is an archangel. She is supposed to be the protector of heaven, pretty much. Right? She was above Adam. You know, if she really wanted to, she could just go down to hell and sort out everything, but she just doesn't. And she like shows her true form a few times to Vox, and same thing. She just doesn't do anything with it. I don't know. I don't know why like these characters they have all this power, all this influence, and they do nothing with it. If they were mortals and you had all this power, influence, and you did nothing with it, smart, you'd lose it straight away because that's just how sadly life is. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean to be honest with you, like somewhere between these two. Like she's not annoying. Like she doesn't annoy me like Charlie does, but she needs to get out of her own way and stop taking the high road. Like, you know, you're an archangel. Like your whole job is to keep heaven safe, and you know, and you can't even do that. Nifty, I mean, Nifty's just out of this world. So, like, yeah, she's fine, and she's a pretty good fighter too. Like, you know, she was all over the place. I'm not too sure what kind of messed up stuff she did in real life to get into hell, but I don't really want to find out. To be honest, I think it's gonna be pretty bad. Vaggie. So Vaggie was interesting to me. She kind of rolled over a lot. Like my problem with Vaggie is she has all the discipline, all of the will, and the fighting skills to become a great leader. The problem is every time she clashes, especially with Charlie, she just kills up. Now I get it, like you know, they love each other and all that kind of stuff, but man, like she could have honestly sorted out all these problems, and I think also with her, since she doesn't have the connection to you know the demons as what Charlie does, because she doesn't really see them as you know her people or anything like that, because you know she's heaven born. Like I think, and and also she's in a good spot really because she's lost all of her heavenly influence. She has nothing with the demons. Right? So basically, if demons found out who she is, they all hate her. If heaven finds out, you know that you know she's a fallen exorcist, they will hate her too. So she's in a really good position to just go crazy because she has nothing holding her back. Same thing. The only thing that holds her back and what ruins her character for me in the second season is that she just doesn't. She just cools up every time Charlie or someone she cares about starts like telling no to her. You know, and that's also another character we've got to talk about as well. Is like she has every opportunity to just take the reins and do it, and she just can't. She just doesn't do it. What does annoy me, but you know, she's still a really good character though. Same thing, you know, she's got all these great pros about her discipline. She's got military training, you know, regardless if Adam was actually any good or not. I don't know, other than he was just juked up on like heaven juice. But you know, she has the discipline there and all everything. She could, I mean, and she did in the first season. She made like an effective fighting force. I mean, yeah, they needed like Alistair, like one of the best demons in hell, to help them, but you know, like she did like scrounge them together. Personally, if she had an angelic weapon this entire time, she should have just melted it down, made a bunch of golden bullets out of it, also not golden, but like silver bullets out of it, and then just use that. Because if like it's only like one decent shot to like you know the higher chest, neck, head, you know, kill an archangel, perfect. You know, like that's what I would have done. But yeah, well, but you know, maybe it'll be too easy that way. But yeah, no, she was great. Alistair, oh, there's a lot of people who simp for Alistair, and I get it. I do. He's an interesting dude. The problem is with Alistair is that same thing. He's like the whole second season, he was just whinging about his staff, and in the end, he just ended up like he had to like he like only got his staff fixed because the woman who he had to deal with, like he basically twisted her arm, saying, "Well, I'm not going to help unless you know you fix it." So, but you know, he was fine. I mean, he's got a lot going for him. That's the thing as well. Like he's got the status, he's got the power, and he actually uses it. You know, like Charlie should. I'm not saying when you have all this power and stuff, you don't have to be cruel, and he doesn't actually necessarily be cruel because the only times really that he's ever been cruel to people like Husk is when Husk and stuff like step out of line with the whole like snarky comments about him also being on a leash. So Angel Dusk, Angel Dusk is fine. He is what he is, and to be honest, he doesn't really change the entire time. He's good. I mean, it's cool that he's got a bit of a relationship going on with Husk. I mean, some people have kind of said that, oh, they're going to get together. I don't. I personally, I don't think so because I think Husk is, he's not exactly into twinks, but he kind of like he wants to help him in ways that he can, and I think actually that's also a good thing too. Is like because obviously he surrounded himself with people who just want to use him. That's kind of like his whole thing. And Husk isn't like that, and I think that's a really healthy thing going on there. Now, this girl here, I don't have a name, so I'll just put her name up on her on screen. She was in it for like 2 seconds, and yeah, I mean, she was okay. She was fine. Vox, 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 Vox. Now, this dude was something. I mean, he was fine in the first season, but he was kind of like a more like A tier in the first season. In this season, he went like above and beyond. I do like the idea that he actually doesn't have any kind of power himself. He just borrows it from everyone else, like these two and all that. I do, and he had to use Lucifer. Oh, I forgot to put Lucifer on here. Anyway, we'll also that in a sec. But I do actually understand. Yeah, I mean, he was fine. He was great. I'm not a fan of how he ended. Like, I don't know why he just went really like bad at the end, but yeah. Valentina. Let's go with Valentina first, then we'll go with Val after. The two V's. Yeah, Valentina plays his part. He's just whatever. He's just a pimp. Nothing really much going on there. Does his own thing, selfish, all that kind of stuff. Val, yeah, I mean, same thing. I mean, she's a lot more competent than he is, in my opinion. She's a lot better. I didn't like her in the first season as much because she was really snarky to Overlord. What I think is like, yeah, like you are in a good position, but then at the same time you are speaking to Overlords who would probably they would probably kill you for a lot less. The only reason they didn't is because of him. Like he is basically, so it's kind of like he needs them for their brains. They need him for his status. Like, and I like that. I like that. Emily, she's overrated. Just saying, she's overrated. She doesn't do anything. She's delusional with peace and everything, and ends up just getting a bunch of people hurt. So, yeah, she's overrated, just straight up. No, she's not a bad character. I'm not saying she's a bad character or I hate her, like, I want her to die or anything. It's just, she just doesn't do anything. She just doesn't do anything. Yeah, so this girl here, same thing. I forgot her name. Loot, that's the one. Yeah, I mean, she was great. Dude, this girl was building up to do something like absolutely horrendous, and she just doesn't. She has all this anger, all of this frustration, everything. She's got this kind of like cultish love towards Adam. What's interesting, but I think that's kind of like a normal thing. I think that's just kind of what happens. Oh man, yeah, she's up here for me. She's an interest. She's one of my favorite characters on the Angel side. This guy here, Abel. Abel was also a kind of an interesting one for me as well. I didn't really like him at first, and then I kind of did at the end. I mean, I like how he really grew into himself at the end and became basically the new Adam. Yeah, I hope we get to see his brother soon. I think if we see Kane in it as well, like I reckon Kane, because Kane is, well, in real life, Kane is the first man who committed a murder. So he killed Abel with a rock out of jealousy because he thought God was giving more love to Abel. So yeah, I hope we see Kane in the show, and he's probably going to be a hell dude. But yeah, like that's pretty much it. And Lucifer, yeah, Lucifer has become. He's frustrating to me, but yeah, he'll be in C tier as well. So Lucifer would be C tier. But yeah, that's pretty much my tier list. I hope you guys kind of can understand why I dislike some of these other characters. And although I know there's more characters in the show, but I didn't like Baxter. Like I didn't really think they needed their own tier list because they're kind of too new. Maybe they'll play a bigger part in season 3. You never know. But yeah, that's my tier list. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.